This video is going to be like 90% fangirling, 10% comprehensible discussion. Hello everybody, my name is Hannah, and today it's Valentine's Day. It's not Valentine's Day when I'm filming this, but it's going up on Valentine's Day. And to quote Jesse the Reader in one of his newest vlogs, I am severely single, but I am obsessed with the relationships of a lot of different fictional characters. So I thought today it would be a good idea to share some of my favorite ships with you guys. If you don't know what a ship is, it's basically where you take two characters or real life people and you ship them together in like a friendship or romantic way because they're adorable together. So without further ado, let us begin. So I've talked about the Percy Jackson series before on my channel because it's what helped get me into reading, and my first ship also came from that series. And little 6th and 7th grade me was obsessed with Percabeth, which is the name for Percy Jackson and Annabeth Chase. Now, they meet in the first book after Percy Jackson discovers he's a demigod and is sent to Camp Half-Blood. And they go on a quest together, and even though their personalities clash quite a bit, throughout the series they end up forming a really sweet bond, and I love them a lot. And because of them, I discovered the website fanfiction.net, which has pretty much completely ruined my life. I spend way too much time on there, so I couldn't do a shipping video without mentioning those two. Okay, and then these next two ships were two that I liked in 7th grade when I first started the Mortal Instruments series, and those were Clace and Malik. Now, I wasn't as big of a fan of these two, but I did really love them a lot, and I like Malik in the TV show. I'm not the biggest fan of Clace in the TV show, to be honest. I just feel like they don't have the chemistry that they need. But that scene at the end of season 1 with Magnus and Alec was so cute, and I love it more than anything. And yeah. And then my next ship I was obsessed with in 8th grade, and this is a real life ship, and it's Dan and Phil, because I was a ginormous fanny. And I regret 8th grade. But yeah, and then at the end of 8th grade, I also started to really love Solangelo, because that's when the Hidden Oracle came out, and my friend read the book before me and she marked all of the Solangelo places in the book for me. And I don't know, they're just super cute, and I'm really glad that my favorite character is happy, even though I can't really say the character's name because spoilers. But yeah, it's hard to talk about a lot of these ships because, again, spoilers are a thing. So if I do need to talk about spoilers, I'll just raise my hand and then you guys can mute it. I haven't had to do that yet though, so I'll probably have to do that with my last ship though, because I have so much to say about them. Anyways, moving on, over the summer I read the book I'll Give You the Sun by Jane D. Nelson, and I completely fell in love with that book. It was so good. My favorite characters in it are Noah Sweetwine and Brian Connolly, and I love their relationship together and the way it started, and all the scenes with them in the forest, and I think it's so cute. And I wrote songs about them and made fan art, and I was pretty obsessed. I'm not gonna lie, it was an amazing book. I'd really very highly recommend it. And then after that I have another ship that I became obsessed with over the summer. This one, I'm not sure exactly which way I ship it. I just love how much these two characters care about each other. And so that is Stucky, or Steve Rogers, and Bucky Barnes. I've always been a Marvel fan. I went to go see all of the movies in theaters with my dad because he was a gigantic comic book nerd when he was younger. And then over the summer I started to get really obsessed with Captain America. And why are you buzzing? Not buzzing, beeping, what? I started to get really obsessed with Captain America, and now I'm a ginormous Marvel nerd too. And so basically with Steve and Bucky, I love how in all 3 movies, Steve just like drops everything to go and help Bucky, and I don't know, they just care about each other so much, and it makes my heart happy. And Bucky's my favorite fictional character of all time, kind of. He's tied with another person right now, but I love him so much, and so that's that. I'm still obsessed with them right now. I think I'll always be obsessed with them. They're perfect. I could go on all day, so I'm just gonna stop here and move on to the next ship, and that is another real life ship. The thing with real life ships is that you have to be super careful because these are real people, and you need to be respectful because you know, if they're not together, they're not gonna get together. You can't try and force them to be a thing, and that's why I don't usually talk about these two on social media very much, or at least I try not to. I know I annoy some of my friends because I talk about them a lot at school, but that's okay. These next 2 are Pierce Brown and Natasha Polis. Natasha is a booktuber here. She's one of my biggest booktube inspirations, and Pierce Brown is the author of the Red Rising trilogy and Iron Gold, which is coming out soon. And their ship name is Piercia, and I ship these 2 because I just think it's super cute that Natasha has an entire playlist on her channel dedicated to Pierce, and that in all of her vlogs is like Jessie and Kat and Christine. Kat and Jessie are always talking about Pierce Brown in it, and Natasha always gets like red and she's like, shut up. I could say so much more about them again, but they're real people, so I'm not. And I'm gonna move on to my favorite ship at the moment. And I have a quick little story behind these 2. These 2 are from a TV show, my favorite TV show. I don't watch that much TV, so it didn't really have competition. But I watched this show because Natasha really liked it, and again, I'm a huge fan of Natasha. And my favorite actor is in it, and my favorite actor is Sebastian Stan, the guy that plays Bucky Barnes, and I love him. And over the summer I was like binge watching all of his movies and TV shows, and so I watched Once Upon a Time, and the first time I watched it, I really liked Captain Swan. Captain Swan's cool. It's not what I'm gonna talk about, but I still like them. I like where we're at in season 6 with them, although I would have preferred if the ship that I'm about to talk about was Endgame, but I mean, that's okay. Not really. Yes, and so I rewatched the show right after I saw it the first time because I didn't know that other shows existed, and I did, but I didn't want to watch any other things. So the second time I watched it, I noticed this one character that I didn't really pay attention to the first time, and I started to really love this character. And he's only in the first 3 seasons, I think. I mean, they might have like flashbacks to him in the 4th or 5th season. I don't know. I don't think so though. But yeah, this character is Neil Cassidy, and I ship him with Emma Swan. Swanfire is my jam right now. Jam, it's not music. What? Swanfire is like my OTP right now. I know a lot of people don't really like Neil because of what he did to Emma in Portland, but it wasn't his fault. Not really. I blame another character. I see that he cared about Emma so much, and he was just trying to do what was best for her, even though it killed him to do what he had to do. And he didn't even know about some of the circumstances, which was why when we get to see him again halfway through season 2, it's so emotional. I cry every time. And it would have been really cute if they'd gotten together, and I love the Swanfire family moments. And I don't want to talk about, but spoilers. Okay, yeah. Going back to fanfiction, I've read so much Swanfire fanfiction in the past few months. Like, so that's fun. I'm obsessed. Young Neil is my bae. He's the reason why I'm gonna be single for forever, because I'm in love with him. And I also really love the fan fiction where it's after season 3A and the events in season 3, episode 15 didn't happen, they're kind of like trying to work through their struggles together, because I think that's so sweet. And my heart, okay, yeah, I don't really know what else to say, because there's so much I can't say that I want to say. But been all of my favorite ships throughout the years. Any of these pairings, you should comment about it down below, because I want to talk about them, and I want to talk with you guys, because I don't talk that much to people on the internet, and I need to start doing that. Thank you all so much for watching. You can find the links to my social media things down below. I'm Nerd Lewis on Tumblr and Instagram, and NerdLewis1 on Twitter, because somebody took Nerd Lewis and they haven't used it in forever, and I'm very salty about it, as you can tell. But yeah, come say hi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.